What is going on, guys? Fred Ryder here. In today's video, we're going to be installing a new grill based on the title you guys just saw. And American Modify was kind enough to reach out to me and ask me if I could review one of their products, a grill. So of course I said, why not? And this is not a sponsored video. They were just kind enough to send me a grill that they wanted me to review and the one I picked up. With that being said, they told me I could be honest and transparent in reviewing the product whenever I finish it and how long it took me to do everything. So pretty much we're going to be doing a review video of a grill. Like I said, American Modify was kind enough to send it to me, and a disclaimer, I am not making money directly from them, but I will be having a link that will give me some commission when you guys use the link down below in the description. So in a way, it's kind of like a sponsorship video, but it's also not, because they're not directly paying me, but they were kind enough to send me a grill. So with that being said, I think I've already spoken way too much. So let's get straight to the video. So the grill itself took about a week to get here, and the style I went with, because of the only two options they had for my RAM from 2013 to 2018, was the Grille front style grill. So it's gonna pretty much be looking like that picture right there, and it gives you the instructions on how to do everything. But since I already took off my grill once because I had to redo the bumper like you guys saw previously in the video, little caption right there, or a little card right somewhere there popping up, I think, I'm not sure. But yeah, the installation guide is pretty simple. We're gonna take it out and see. Hopefully it's not damaged, because it's pretty much been sitting in my room for a couple of days because I've been working all week. Oh, and before I even get started with installing the time lapse, I just want to say we I guess broke 100,000 views on this channel, which is amazing. I never expected it to ever get to 100,000 views, especially because I'm so inconsistent due to the lack of money, for better words. But yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna do a time lapse. Obviously, you guys already know how to remove the thing, because I recorded it previously on the bumper video on how to remove the grill. So with that being said, we're just gonna do a time lapse. We're gonna remove the LED strip that is still actually working, and we're gonna put on the new grill under hopefully 7 minutes, 5 minutes. So with that being said, let's get straight into the video. There it is, grill is removed. Now we're gonna install some brackets on the new grill, and we're gonna go from there. Obviously there's the right side and that's the left side, because when we flip it, this is gonna be on the right side. So you're gonna put the small screws right here. So one thing I have noticed is the instructions. I would suggest probably getting a better picture, clearer picture. I was able to figure it out because I looked at the old grill, which a lot of people should be able, common sense should be able to do that. But in the picture, it's kind of, I would say, the picture itself on the grill where the bolts are supposed to be at, it's kind of dim, so people can't really see. Well, I struggled quite a bit to see what bolts went onto what bolts. Like for these, for example, I kind of realized that these don't go in here because the thread is too big. But yeah, that's something I could see people struggling with, is that step 3 picture. It's kind of dark and dim where it tells you where to put the thing. And the only thing that helps it is the little red circles that were put on there, and that's about it. But if we could get a zoom in of how the bolts are supposed to be, perfect, perfect. And that's pretty much it so far. So with that being said, let's continue with the time lapse. So the reason you guys just saw in the time lapse me remove this was because whenever I was pushing these in, these clipped in. You could hear the sound when I clipped them in. These I didn't push all the way. That's probably why they were so tilted and everything. The heads are still sticking out compared to these. There, you guys heard that? You guys got to push it all the way in. So that would have been a user error. And like I said, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with this gift that American Modified sent to me. There you go. I guess I was just scared to break the plastic brackets. There you go. So now they're all in, and none of them are tilted or angled. Let's continue the time lapse. Clearance to ignore the rooster in the background, but we have enough clearance to be able to continue with the putting the new grill on. So time to wire it. So in the instructions it says to first connect each amber light to the wiring harness, then connect the red wire to the ACC and the black wire to the negative or negative of battery. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do just that. Alright, so that's a goes connected. Obviously you want to go with the longest one, the furthest one, middle one is the middle one, third one is the shortest one. And then you at the very end you have your two ends, the positive and the negative. I was trying to get these to focus, but it won't let. It is. Well, it's focusing on the negative only. There you go. So one of them goes to the battery and the other one goes to the ACC. With that being said though, first before we install it, we're gonna, what's going on? Oh, I'm feeling dizzy. Focus. All right, with that being said, we're gonna first install it there and we should be done, and then we'll wire it up to the good old battery. This is crazy. I don't know what any of this is. I think it's just the aftermarket horn that the previous owner had. And yeah, we're gonna do that and time lapse it, starting now. Moment of truth. Boom. Dang, that looks nice. That actually looks nice. After having to take off the little barrier thing I was telling you guys about, it fit. And oh man, that actually does look really nice. We got the amber lights right there. I've seen that a lot of people are rocking those lately. I don't know why, but I ran for everybody that's trying to figure out where did he run his wiring through. So the wiring starts from the middle, obviously, and I ran it all through this little gap right here, side, all the way to the side, in there, and then there's a little clip right there. So I said, you know what, I'm gonna wrap it around there, and then boop-a-dee-boo, it comes through here. I was gonna run it through this little box, but there's no hole. So there's that, and then it comes out. And there it is, guys. So I realized that when I put it on the battery, the lights are always going to be on no matter if truck is off or on. So what I'm going to do is get the same fuse tab that I got for the strip light and connect it to one of the fuses and it'll just turn on whenever the vehicle's on. But that's the end result. There it is.